So we are starting our new theme for the month of March, which is cultivating authenticity. And authenticity is one of those words that I just love, and I don't think we use it enough. So March is also Women's History Month. Yes?
Yes.
Let me see. Ah, we got a man in here. Hey, wait. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. Oh, this is so wonderful. This is so wonderful. And Wednesday is International Women's Day on March 8th. And their theme, I did some research just to see what their theme was this year. And their theme this year is Embrace Equity. Embrace Equity. So I shared a little bit in the newsletter about their focus, and I want to share it here. Their focus for Embrace Equity is to imagine a gender equal world, a world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination, a world that values equity and inclusive, a world where difference is valued and celebrated. Together we forge women's equality. Collectively, we can all embrace equity. And then they have this campaign that they're doing where people take selfies of themselves embracing themselves, just giving themselves a hug to symbolize embracing equity. So this was very inspiring to me as I was preparing for the sermon, because it's about being authentic, right? Embracing equity is about cultivating authenticity. It's about people being who they are without any danger to being who they are. Yes? So I like looking up the terms of words, as you all know by now. It's kind of my thing. So I looked up the meaning for cultivating and authenticity. So cultivating means to prepare and work on, to promote or improve the growth of, and this is my favorite, to devote oneself to. The origins of cultivate is to care for and to till, like you do the soil, right? To till is to cultivate. And authentic means not false or copied, genuine and real. It also means having an origin supported by unquestionable evidence, authenticated and verified. And the one that I love is representing one's true nature or beliefs, true to oneself or to the person identified. And the origins of authentic is coming from the author, genuine, the original, primary, or first hand. So we put those definitions together. Cultivating authenticity is to devote oneself to one's true nature. To devote oneself to one's true nature. Or to prepare or work on the unquestionable evidence coming from the author. And who is the author? We are. We are the author. God is the author. First Cause is the author. So for International Women's Day, they're asking us to imagine a gender equal world by embracing equity. I'm 100% on board with that. And I'm also 100% on board with us devoting ourselves to our true nature by cultivating the authenticity that we are created to be by the big author that dwells within us and everywhere. So I think embedded in authenticity is equity and equality. And according to the definitions I shared, It means that we care for each other. We care for each other because we verify that we are genuine authors. We are genuine originals of the author. We are all originals. No copies. No copies. So our topic today is everyone is already taken. And I looked up that quote too by Oscar Wilde. He says, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. And I love that. So my question. You have me doing that now too. I have you looking up quotes. I love that. Yes. So my question is, if you're not being yourself, then who are you being?
Proud your mom.
He's not lying.
You are in a comedy club, Ira. And I asked last week, did God make a mistake if you think that you are not the light of the world? Did God make a mistake? No, God did not make a mistake. And I could ask the same question today. Did God make a mistake and somehow you got by quality control? Are you on the recall list? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we are the unquestionable evidence showing up as love's representative. And we are embracing our divine and human right to be authentically who we are. So it's time to stop unauthenticating ourselves and each other. Like, let's stop doing that. Let's stop unauthenticating each other by not recognizing that we are divine beings, that we are the original, individualized expressions of God. Let us see each other as such. So I love this text in the Bible. It's from Psalms 139, 13 and 14. And you might be familiar with this. For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. So the word fearfully and wonderfully made is a misinterpretation of the word in this context. And so what fear means is awe in this context. So I'm not going to go through the history of the Bible, but we know that it's been translated and interpreted in many ways over time. And so fearfully, let's drop in awfully. We are awfully and wonderfully made. Yes? Yes. And so awe means to have profound reverence, especially for the supreme being, is how Charles Fulmore puts it in his book, The Revealing Word. So we are cultivating our awness, for God's works are marvelous. This is so exciting to me. Are y'all excited? Ernest Holmes puts it this way in Living the Science of Mind. There is a divine person back of our personality, a unique manifestation of the living spirit. It is never alike in any two people. This is proven by the fact that no two-person thumbprints are alike. No two blades of grass are alike. No two anything are identical. And yet everything is rooted in one life, one presence, one power. God itself has placed a unique stamp on everyone. We should not study to be alike. but rather to develop what we really are. And what are we? We are awfully and wonderfully made. That is what we study when we cultivate authenticity. What we are is original. What we are is unquestionably evident. The evidence is that we are a unique image of God that comes to birth once in a universe as us. We are an authenticated and verified, and we are verified by who? What? By God. What we are is authentic. So are you cultivating your authenticity, or are you comparing yourself to other people? I catch myself sometimes comparing myself to other people. And then I check in to see, how am I feeling as I'm doing this? I usually don't feel awe. I usually don't feel joy. I usually feel like sad and low and judgmental towards myself when I catch myself. And I know it's an opportunity for me to shift that. And that's what I do. And I'm going to share with you at the end some homework you could do to help yourself shift it too. So this habit of comparing ourselves to others would become obsolete if we all would honor each other as we truly are. If we will all see each other as the authentic beings that we are. If we will all see each other as awfully and wonderfully made. Yes? So having a vision that works for everyone, which is CSL's vision, requires a vision of a world where everyone embraces equity, equality, and oneness. And that requires a vision of a world where everyone lives authentically as the divine architect designed us to be. Can you vision that world with me? Can you feel that world percolating? What the world needs is people who can vision a world as such. Yes? And we do that by cultivating the authenticity of each other. I have people in my life who will call me out if I'm showing up as anything less than what God designed me to be. And we need those people, right? To remind us of the truth of who we are. We don't need the folks who are going to agree when we feel down about ourselves. We're going to be like, yeah, bro, that was messed up. You really jacked that up. What's wrong with you? Who needs that? We could give that to ourselves, right? So we need to surround ourselves who are about the business of cultivating authenticity also. So let us practice cultivating authenticity. Cultivating authenticity is a moment by moment choice. It's not something we schedule in. It's a moment by moment choice. It's a choice to be as God created us to be. It's the choice to choose to be the awfully and wonderfully made you. In each moment. Brene Brown says in her book, and Brene's Brown book is one of the books of the month for March. And the other book is Chris Ferrero's Manifesting. Yes. So we're manifesting the authenticity that we are. Brene Brown says this: authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. The daily practice, I would say it's a moment by moment practice, right? We take a breath, we take a sacred pause, and we remind ourselves by remembering again the truth of who we are, that we are awfully and wonderfully made. I know I have to pause a number of times throughout the day to remind myself, yes, who are you? I am awfully and magnificently made. I am joy. Who are you? Let us stop and remind each other who we are, that we see the authenticity when we see each other as God sees us. So here's your homework. It's the 5 gets to practicing cultivating authenticity. The 5 gets, this is what you get to do, okay? So the first one is from Ernest Holmes. 3 are from Brene Brown's chapter in her book, Cultivating Authenticity, Letting Go of What People Think. And the last one is from me. So the first get is, get yourself by being yourself. Be yourself by being the flowering spirit within you. Another way that I would say that's one of Ernest's. I would say go gather yourself up. When you find yourself wandering somewhere where you don't have no business being, in judgment, in fear, and stuckness, go gather yourself up and be yourself. Get yourself by being yourself. Free yourself from the pressure of being who you are not. It is hard. It is harder, y'all, to be who you're not than it is to be who you are. It's true. It takes more energy to be who you are not than it is to be who you are. And the reason for that is because your true nature is to be a reflection, an expression of the divine. It's part of our DNA. It's part of our design. Let me get to the second get. The second get is get deliberate. So this is Brene Brown. She says, find a mantra, a word, or a saying that grounds you in the truth of who you are. So Brene Brown's mantra is, don't shrink, don't puff up, stand on your sacred ground. My mantra is, I am joy, don't mess with me. And then C.S. Bell shared one for this month. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. So create one for yourself, one that you will remember, right? When you have to go get yourself, gather yourself up. You want to gather yourself up by using your mantra, something that reminds you your statement of truth of who you are. The third get inspired. Do something that inspires you. Be courageous about inspiration. Inspire yourself by standing in the truth of who you are. I recently took a class with, some of you might know Joel Fostinos, and he was teaching one of Julia Cameron's books, her latest book, Right for Life. Because I have a book in me that's been in me that needs to get out of me. And I haven't been doing what I need to do to make that happen. And so the Right for Life class was based on her book by the same name, where she is basically just telling you what her process is. And it's so gentle and it's so easy, you know? And one of the tools that she used from the Artist Way is Artist Date. So let's have an authenticity date. Let's inspire ourselves with an authenticity date. This is the date that you just do with you, yourself, and I, and God. It's not a girls' trip. It's just you. Spending time with the authentic you, doing whatever it is your heart's desire. The fourth get going. Get going with being authentic. The goal is authenticity, not for other people's approval, acceptance, or even being liked. Make authenticity the priority. So I know we've all been in situations where everyone was going a certain way and you felt in your spirit, I don't think that's the way we should go, right? It's a moment for you to stand in your truth, to be authentic, right? But I might be concerned that if I say that, then people might not like me anymore. Or people pleasing comes up, or codependency comes up, right? Whatever the things are, it's the opportunity for us to practice cultivating authenticity by inspiring ourselves. And we have to get going. It's an action step. And then the last one, this is from me. The fifth get devoted. Get devoted. Love on yourself. Treat yourself as the precious thing that you are. Devote yourself to your true nature. So this is a practice that I started a couple of years ago. So I write down something that I appreciate about myself every day, and I put it in a jar. And when I'm having a really challenging day, I go to the jar and I pick one of those things out and I read it to myself out loud. And so that's my devotion time with myself. Because stuff happens, right? And we have to be able to minister to ourselves. And so that's one thing that we can do. We can get devoted to ourselves, devoted to our true nature. So y'all got those 5 gets?
Yeah.
All right. Get yourself, get deliberate, get inspired, get going, and get devoted. All right. You're going to try out some of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would love to know how that goes. So I'm going to close this with a spiritual mind treatment that you might not consider a spiritual mind treatment. And it's the Psalms 139. And Psalms means sacred song or poem. So this sacred song from Psalm 139 is called God's knowledge, God's perfect knowledge of us. God's perfect knowledge of us. So let's just take a moment and go within, take a breath, center ourselves. Here's another get centered. Oh Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know my sitting down and my rising up. You understand my thought afar off. You comprehend my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word on my tongue, but behold, O Lord, you know it all together. You have hedged me behind and before, and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain it. Where can I go from you, Spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uppermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light before me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day, and the darkness and the light are both alike to you. For you informed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am awfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you. When I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the lowest parts of the earth, your eyes saw my substance being yet unformed. And in your book, they are all written. The days are fashioned for me. When as yet there were none of them, how precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How great is the sum of them. If I should count them, there would be more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with you. And so it is. Amen.